Hello, hello, everybody. Tell you, we need some WD-40 on these chairs. Let me tell you. Well, welcome. Yeah, let me get situated here. Sorry for the squeaky chair. Hopefully the music levels and everything are good. I'm of course your host, the Mimikyute guy. You can find my Instagram right there at the Mimikyute guy. Also my link tree and my website www.themimiccuteguy.com. But we are here at Unlimited Video Games. And of course, if you're tuning in for Mimikyute Guy Monday, then you are here for some Pokemon content. Every Monday we will be streaming something Pokemon related. And we're going to do something a little bit different tonight, just to kind of shake things up. We've been doing the online card game portal for the last 2 weeks. And we found this really interesting. It's called the Ultimate Favorite Pokemon Picker. And essentially what it does, as you can kind of see, is it allows you to go through all the generations and all the types and even some other categories like starters, gimmick form, legends. And we're going to see what my overall favorite Pokemon is, or at least, several different categories of Pokemon. So just a couple of housekeeping things. Of course, like I said, we are here at Unlimited Video Games, so if you are in the Pinellas Park area, definitely come check out the store. A lot of great games, a full arcade, and like I said, it's a lot of fun. Later this month, October 21st, they will be having their Spooktacular Halloween Festival, so definitely mark your calendars for that. And just other various events, so I highly suggest just going to www.unlimitedvideogames.com and checking them out on Instagram, TikTok, and what have you, because there's a lot of great things, a lot of great content, and just overall good times. So let's go ahead and get some ground rules stated for this. So as you can see, in the rows, we have all the generations, and then it allows you to choose your favorite. Scroll down a little bit. Choose your favorite from all of them. And then in the columns, we have all 18 types. Then we have starters, gimmick forms, legends, and favorites. So one thing that I am going to be doing with this is, first and foremost, absolutely no repeats. I've seen several other people use this tool, and they'll say, oh, their favorite fire type is Charizard, and then they'll come to the starters, and it'll be like, oh, their favorite starter is Charizard, and then their gimmick form, oh, Gigantamax Charizard. So absolutely no repeats whatsoever. For starters, for the starter column, I'm going to probably pick the base form, because as you can see when you click on it here, it does give you all of the starters. So I'm probably just for each one going to pick the base form, or maybe the full evolution. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. And then down here at the bottom, they also have a couple of additional categories. So once we filled out the entire thing here, we can play around with some of these additional categories. So of course, like your favorite regional bird, your favorite box legendary, favorite evolution. So as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and we're going to start down here. Just so that way we don't have any repeats up here as well either. So, and then so we'll start down here. Then we will go through the starters and the gimmick forms and the legends. then after that, we will we'll go through by typing. So that way, again, just a surefire way to make sure that there's no repeats. So, without further ado, and then of course there is the option if we wanted to make them all shiny, gives you an opportunity to do this, so you can pick your favorite shiny. Excuse me. So without further ado, yeah, we'll go ahead and just go ahead and get started. And yeah, there's really nothing else to it. So starting down here at favorite regional bird. So, and this one, of course, does go with just the base forms. It doesn't go with, like, the evolutions or things. So, let's see. So, Pidgey, probably, so it's not going to be Pidgey or Spearow, I can tell you that much. Not going to be Hoot Hoot. Starly is a good contender. So is Fletchling. Wasn't a fan of... I like Corviknight, but I wasn't a fan of Rookity. Pikipek. Starly. Not Starly. Swellow. So, yeah. So, that's Starly. So, if it's going to be between... I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. Probably going to go with Fletchling on this one. So, favorite regional bird. Already got a strong start with Fletchling. Favorite regional mammal. Okay, so this is also kind of like just like the first route, like normal type. We got Rattata. Zigzagoon is probably what I'm going to go with. You got Bidoof, which of course is, you know, for the memes. Patrat, Bunnelby, Young Goose. Alolan, so they have Alolan forms here as well, and a little Lechonk. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zigzagoon for this one. Favorite regional bug. Huh. Let's see. We've got Caterpie, Weedle, Ladybug, Spinarak, Kricketot, Venipede. See, I like the evolutions of them. Like the base form themselves, this is going to be a little bit difficult because I have to look at these for what is actually on the screen, because I like Vikavolt, I love Orbeetle, obviously Beedrill, but that's not what we're going after here. My goodness, I cannot stop yawning. So let's see. Probably based on just these, I would have to say... Part of me wants to go with Wurmple, but another part of me also wants to go with Spinarak. I'm going to go with Spinarak. For all of these ones here, if I was going not based off of their evolution, but just like the face value of the buggies that are here. Yeah. Favorite pseudo-legend. Okay. So, again, we're not taking into account the alternate forms, only because there is, like, other options for regional forms and things like that. So, favorite pseudo out of these, it's going to be a toss-up between Garchomp and Hydreigon. But I think I'm going to have to go with Hydreigon. I don't know. I just always... Also, there's really no rhyme or reason. Let me go ahead and explain that now. There's really no rhyme or reason for my choices, other than some of them I may pick just because they looked cool. Some of them, you know, because I use them on competitive teams or I use them through playthroughs. So there's really, I mean, mainly just going off of the general vibe of the Pokemon and what I appreciate and what I liked about it. But yeah, so I would have to say either Garchomp or Hydreigon, and probably going to go with Garchomp. So favorite pseudo-legend is Garchomp. Favorite Pikachu clone, I don't even need to, I mean, that's hands down. But the problem is if I choose Mimikyu here, then I can't choose it anywhere up here, which means I can't choose it there for my absolute favorite. And that's going to cause problems. So we're going to actually choose something different for favorite Pikachu clone. Because also, it's not really a Pikachu clone, because it's not an electric type. I think, categorically speaking, it needs to be an electric type in order to be considered a Pikachu clone. And in that case, I don't know. I like Plusle and Minun. I think I'm going to have to go with those. I can't choose both, obviously, but I'm going to go with Plusle. For that one. Favorite evolution. Oh, the Fluffy. This one's tough. Because I like Vaporeon and Sylveon. I think between the two, I have to go... Leafeon's also good too. I think I have to go Sylveon. Only because it's better competitively. So that's how I'm going to justify this, because if it were going just based on aesthetic and just general vibe, it's a pretty 50-50 toss-up, but Sylveon is a little bit more competitively viable, so I think I'm going to go with Sylveon for my favorite evolution. Favorite fossil. All right, this one will be interesting. So, not Amistar. Kabutops is up there. Honestly, it's just Kabutops. None of these other ones are doing it for me. Favorite regional... Oh, my goodness. Okay. Favorite regional form. So, we have quite a few here to choose from. Okay. Alolan Raichu is cool. Alolan Ninetales is up there for sure. Let's see if there's any other good ones. I'm not gonna go with the legendary birds. Linoon, Yamask, the Hisuian forms. Actually, I already know what I'm gonna go with, but I'm just gonna kind of go through them all. I really love Hisuian Lilligant. I gotta say, I love the aesthetic of it. It's just a little bit, I think, more sleek in design. And plus it's what, grass fighting, I think. So yeah, so we're gonna go with Hisuian Lilligant for that one. Favorite Gigantamax. All right, we have a couple of different options that I know I like. None of the starters. Pikachu, Meowth, Machamp, Lapras, Melmetal. None of those. Honestly, I think I have to say, I think it's got to be Alcremie. I love the big cake. Favorite baby Pokemon. Okay. Let's see. We have quite a few options to choose from here. If you know me, my goodness. If you know me well enough, then you probably know that I have a love-hate relationship with the baby Pokemon. Especially ones like Toxel, which to me isn't technically... Yes, it is called the baby Pokemon, but my problem with it is that it came out in the same generation as its evolution, and to me that doesn't classify it as a baby Pokemon. I mean, I could sit here for hours and we can just talk about the legitimacy of baby Pokemon. I don't know, Pichu is absolutely freaking adorable, especially if you ever played it in Smash. It's between Pichu and Riolu, to be honest, and I think I'm gonna go with Pichu only for the same principle. I don't technically consider Riolu a baby Pokemon because it came out in the same generation game that Lucario did. So we're gonna, out of principle, we're gonna pick Pichu as my favorite baby. Favorite box legendary. This one will be interesting. Lugia, okay, Kyogre, Rayquaza is up there. Oh wow, they even have Shadow Lugia. Giratina, so like Rayquaza and Giratina are big. I do also like Necrozma, the one with Solgaleo, and Zacian. Oh, I like how they use Arceus for Legends Arceus. Definitely not. I mean, I love Koraidon, but it's gonna be between Ultra Necrozma and Zacian, and I think I have to go with Ultra Necrozma for this one. Favorite mythical, hands down, Marshadow. But we'll go through and we'll see. Jirachi, Deoxys. There was just a lot. Keldeo, Meloetta, Genesect. Genesect's pretty cool too. But no, Marshadow. Marshadow, hands down. And we'll go with the green one. His little Angie form. Favorite Ultra Beast. Probably Pheromosa. Either Pheromosa or Kartana. Huh. I think I'm going to go with Pheromos. No, we're going to go with Kartana. I do like Kartana. Favorite Paradox. Interesting. Oh, I like how they... So, wow, they've already even added Giraffe and, was it Cobalion? I don't think it's going to be... If it was going to be any of the future ones, I think it would be... I think I have to go with Iron Valiant on this one. This is, I think, out of all of them, that's, to me, the coolest. Favorite type. This is interesting. I have quite a few different types. Ghost, Fairy, Bug, Grass, Ice. There's a lot. I would probably have to say Ghost. I do like a lot of different Ghost X Pokemon, and you'll see that as when we get to the Ghost section. That's kind of where I'm really gonna pop off. Favorite Pokeball. I think I have to go with the Luxury Ball, wherever that is. There it is. Only because I don't know. I think it looks sleek. And pretty much all of my Pokemon are caught in Luxury Balls, unless I need to catch in something else. Favorite Spinda. Let's just randomize it a couple of times. There we go. That's our favorite Spinda from now on. So if you want to screenshot that, you can see. Favorite Vivillon. I kind of like this one. My eyes were immediately drawn to this one just because it looks like a Pokeball. This one makes it look like a Duskox. I don't know. It's gonna be between these two. I think I have to go with this one. This one looks kind of cool. It stood out to me. Favorite Alcremie. I guess the rainbow one. Oh, and we get to choose the toppings. Yeah, just the little strawberries. Or do they have... Oh, yeah, they have the white one. I do like the white one, too. Favorite new evolution. Okay. So this is... Oh, they even... Again, wow, they even added the DLC. All right, so this is evolutions that were added to existing Pokemon from Gen 1. And Gen 2 and whatever. Okay, so... like, evolutions that were added to existing Pokemon after... generations that they came out. So Crobat, I'm not gonna go with evolutions out of principle. Slowking. All right, already I'm leaning towards Scizor. Scizor is probably one of my like favorite older Pokemon. So we're gonna put Scizor for now, but we're gonna keep looking. Magnezone. Togekiss. Yeah, none of the... Ooh, Frostlass. Frostlass is another one. Obstagoon, Cursula. Yeah, none of those. Annihilate was kind of fun. This is just Dead Monkey. Ugh. Okay, so between Frostlass and... I think I have to... I still think Scizor. Scizor was really, really cool. And just another, like, little tidbit, like, background story. One of the first Pokemon packs that I remember opening, there was this little card store that used to be by this Chili's that we would go to for dinner. And anytime we had to, like, put in, like, a wait list or whatever, we would go over and, I'd get a pack of Pokemon cards. And they had Japanese packs, which I don't know why, for some reason, I liked the Japanese packs. And I pulled a Scizor and a Shining Charizard out of the same pack, and I don't know, I just always remember that. It was pretty cool. So yeah, so we're gonna go with Scizor for my favorite new evolution. So already just kind of going off of some of these additional ones here. So all right, so we've got, like I said, no repeats. We're gonna continuously come down here and reference this just to make sure that we're not picking anything that we've already picked before. So kind of continuing along that same vein, let's go ahead and let's not do starters yet. Let's start with legends. So we're just going to go through the generations for legends, and then starters and gimmick forms, and then after that we will then probably, well, again, we'll just kind of go by type rather than by generation. Most people have just been going by generation, but I think we'll go by type just to kind of mix it up. So actually, we'll start with starters. So my favorite starter from all of Gen 1, and we're not gonna say we're just gonna pick base form, or we're just whatever the best ones are. And to me, it's gonna be a toss-up between Bulbasaur and Blastoise. And I think if we were going off of favorites, probably have to choose Blastoise. There's going to be some very interesting hot takes with this, so definitely be prepared for that. So for Gen 2, I think this is tough. I think I have to go... just like out of principle, I never chose the fire starters because of all of the hype that Charizard got in Gen 1. And that just continued on for a really long time. But honestly, I think I have to say that Cyndaquil is probably one of the best out of this entire thing. Like I'm one of those people that wants to like Chikorita, but I honestly don't think it's better than... I have to go with Cyndaquil on that one. All right, Gen 3 is going to be extremely tough because all of these were fantastic. I don't know. I don't know. Trico. It's definitely going to be one of the base forms, because while I like the evolutions, I think Trico, Torchic, Mudkip. Honestly, I think I have to go for someone who hated the fire starters. I'm now 2 for 3 so far. But yeah, Torchic was just absolutely adorable. I didn't really like Gen 4, I'm going to be honest. But of all the starters, probably Piplup. Piplup is cute. And now that I'm doing this, I am just gonna go back and change this to Bulbasaur, just because we seem to be choosing the base forms so far, and just kind of want to keep that trend going. So yeah, so we'll choose Bulbasaur. Up next, between Snivy and Oshawott, because again, Tepig, not messing with that. I think I have to go with Oshawott on that one. I like Fennekin actually better than Froakie. Now, if it was between Delphox and Greninja, I would pick Greninja all day. But since we're just doing base form, we're gonna stick with Fennekin over Froakie. This is another very difficult one. I think I have to go with Rowlet on this one, or Litten. I go with Litten. Yeah. Wow, this is shaping up to be very, very interesting. I will say that I really did like Grookey for Gen 7 or Gen 8. And then Gen 9, you can't go wrong with Sprigatito. So, okay, so we have a pretty decent spread. Oh, excuse me. We have a pretty decent spread so far of so we ended up out of 9 generations, we ended up with 4 fire types, 3 grass, and 2 water. But again, like Gen 7 was a really close toss-up between like Litten and Rowlet. This one, no, it was Torchic between like Torchic and Mudkip. So there was a couple of these that were pretty interesting. So, all right, now we're gonna move on to gimmick forms. So, of the so we're gonna again start Gen 1 gimmick forms, and now these are gonna include Mega Evolutions, Gigantamaxes, what have you. Now, I'm going to be honest, I never actually played Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, or X and Y, so I don't have any experience with Mega Evolutions. And I wasn't the biggest fan of Gigantamax, so it's more or less just going to be kind of going off of aesthetic for these rather than any sort of gameplay. So let's just kind of go through it and parse it out. So none of the starters really did it for me for either Mega or Gigantamax. Although, I mean, like, Mega Charizard was like was that X? Mega Charizard X. Looks like it's shiny form. Mega Beedrill's pretty cool. I know everybody is hyped for Mega Gengar, but not the biggest fan. So it looks like it's going to probably come down to the Gigantamaxes. Meowth was kind of funny. It was just being a long cat. Eevee with a big floofy, Pikachu, Snorlax. I don't know. I'm not particularly a fan of any of these, to be honest. Like, honestly, I think if I just had to choose one, it would probably be between, like, Gigantamax Butterfree or Mega Beedrill. Or Mega Charizard, I guess. I don't know. His little, like, flame things coming out of the side of his mouth, like, was kind of weird to me. Is like, is it a mustache? Is it a, like, oops. I don't know. I guess if I had to choose something, we'll go with Mega Charizard. All right, Gen 2. Don't have a lot to choose from. They're all Mega Evolutions, though. I think we'll go with Mega Houndoom. It just, I think, looks the coolest, in my opinion. Gen 3, we have, again, seems like it's just nothing but Megas. Sceptile, Blaziken, yeah, none of the starters. Mega Gardevoir, maybe. Oh, maybe Mega Altaria, just because it's just giant floofy cotton. Giant floofy. Yeah, we're gonna go with the giant floof for that one. Gen 4. Again, it's just nothing but Megas. Mega Gallade, Mega Garchomp. And remember, we did choose Garchomp, so I am counting like Mega forms and stuff. So, because we chose Garchomp down here, can't really choose it up here. I guess maybe Mega Lucario looks kind of cool. Gen 5. We're going to go with Gigantamax Garbodor on that one. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's because Gen 6 is including like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. So, alright, so not choosing any of that stuff. Honestly, I think the only other one that's new that I haven't chosen is like Mega Diancie. But I don't know. I think I just have to go with Mega Diancie on this one. Alright. So we have a couple of additional ones here. I don't know what the heck that thing is. We have Melmetal, Gigantamax Melmetal. We have, and then we have the regional forms. So I think for this one, because I didn't put regional form for this one, I think I may have to go with Alolan Ninetales for the regional form on that one. And then, yeah, so here's where we get all of the Gigantamax and, of course, the Hisuian forms and things like that. So, kind of looking at Gigantamax again, there wasn't anything in particular that I cared about. But we will look at some of the other regional forms. I may go with Galarian Zapdos on this one, because I wasn't really a fan of any of those. Yeah, we're gonna go with Galarian Zapdos. That one to me, I think, got the best glow up of the legendary birds. And then Gen 9. I think I have to go with Wiglet on this one. So, all right, we are moving right along. So we'll knock out the legendaries, and then we will just start going by type, and then hopefully we can figure out what my overall favorite's gonna be. So, legend from Gen 1. I would have to say it was probably Articuno. Yeah, definitely Articuno. Legend from Gen 2. It's between Raikou and Lugia. We're going to go specifically Legends on this one. I know that they have Mythicals listed, but down here we had kind of just picked our favorite Mythical, so... and we did favorite box art legendaries, so maybe this is an opportunity for sub-legendaries, but... I still... I think it's still gotta be Lugia. Gen 3. Probably Rayquaza, to be honest. Gen 4. We have quite a few to choose from here. Honestly, I think I have to go with Giratina. Yeah, we're going to go with Giratina on that one. Gen 5. Again, quite a few. Don't like any of the genies. These are all mythical Pokemon. I mean, I guess I could choose mythicals. It's not the end of the world, I think. Oh, boy. Because I'm not really a fan of any of those. Yeah, we'll pick Genesect for that one. Gen 6. I think I'm going to go with Zygarde. I don't know. I kind of like Zygarde. Zygarde or Yveltal for the memes. Yeah, we'll go with Yveltal. Gen 7. So... I guess the Ultra Beasts technically aren't considered legendaries, so that makes sense. Zeraora is on here, I see. Savali, the Tapus. I guess maybe Lunala? Lunala. Yeah, we'll say Lunala for that one. Gen 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. I think for this one we will choose Zacian, because I didn't choose him for box art legendary. But it would be a toss-up between Zacian and Regieleki. Not a fan of Zaruda's. Yeah, so we'll go with Zacian for this one. And then for this gen, we have all the new stuff. Probably Koraidon. All right, cool. So we have now taken care of all of the ones down here. Favorite regional bird, mammal, bugs, pseudo legend, all that kind of stuff. And then up here we've gone through our starters, we've gone through our gimmick forms, and we've gone through our legends. So now it is time to just start hammering out the all of the typings. And again, like I said, we are doing absolutely no repeats, and we're not going back and changing anything either. So once something has been placed, it has been placed, and we just have to pick something else. So and like I said, we're gonna go by column, so we're gonna go by generation, and then rather than going by type. Actually, no, we will go by generation, so that way we can pick the favorite at the end, and then at the very bottom we will have our favorite of favorites. So Gen 1 normal type. Let's take a look and see what we've got. Pidgeot, I know, was a big favorite of mine. Snorlax. It's going to be between Pidgeot and Snorlax, and I think I have to lean towards Pidgeot for reasons unknown. I don't know. My dad really likes Snorlax. Maybe I should just pick Snorlax for him. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Snorlax. So favorite normal type from Gen 1. Favorite fire type. We already said that we are not going to be doing, because we did legendaries and starters here. So we're not going to be doing legendaries or starters in any of this part, unless there's like no better options. But of course there are plenty of options here. Part of me, and again, like it's difficult because I think I'm also going to not choose, like if I chose a regional, like for instance, I chose a lowland Ninetales, so I don't think I'm going to choose I think I have to go with Arcanine for this. It's my favorite fire type. Water. Quite a few water to choose from, but I think I have to go with Vaporeon on this one. It's going to be between Gyarados, Lapras, and Vaporeon. But we're going to go Vaporeon. Favorite grass type. Of everything here that's not starters, I think I have to go with Vileplume. Yes. Electric. I'll go with Raichu, because Pikachu is overrated. Ice type. Lapras. That's right, I forgot. Lapras is water ice. Fighting. Slim pickings. I guess I have to go with Machamp. Machamp is probably my favorite fighting type from Gen 1. Poison. Beedrill is going to be a contender. Nidoking. It's either Beedrill or Haunter. I think I have to go with Beedrill on that one. Ground type. Sand Slash. We would say Nidoking for ground type. Flying. Was Scyther considered bug flying? Huh. Did not know that. Let's... think we're gonna go with Gyarados for flying. Psychic. Slowpoke's kind of funny. I do kind of like Slowpoke. Alakazam's also just really, really good. Ugh. I'll go Alakazam. Buggies. I already chose Beedrill, so I can't choose Beedrill again. I think I'll have to go Scyther for a bug. Rock type. We had already chosen Kabutops for favorite fossil. Aerodactyl or Onix? Probably Aerodactyl. Ghost. Now I can put Haunter. Dragon. I actually like Dratini better than Dragonite. Dark. Okay. We'll go with the spooky ghost that you encounter in the tower. That's funny that they did that. They didn't go back and, because I don't think that, yeah, there wasn't any Pokemon that got the dark typing from Gen 1. Steel, I guess Magneton, and Fairy. I guess Jigglypuff. Alright, so of all of the Gen 1s, what would I say is my absolute favorite? See, this is difficult. This is very difficult. So, Snorlax, Arcanine. So, it's going to be between Vaporeon, Lapras, Gyarados, Haunter, Bulbasaur. I think I have to go with Vaporeon. Vaporeon is my favorite from Gen 1. Alright, moving on to Gen 2. Normal types. Let's see. Centriferret, Noctowl, Dunsparce, Ursaring, Porygon, Stantler. I think I have to go with Sentret on this one. Or Furret. Because I like the other ones, like, later. I'm just trying to, like, go back to, like, my Gen 1 roots and see... Or Gen 2 roots and see which ones... Like, I could obviously pick Miltank for the memes. Blissey's just a tank in competitive. But I think, like, of all of these, like, I'd actually just, like... I'm like, trying to think of it as, like, if I were to have one of these as an actual real-life companion... which one would I want? And probably Furret. Furret, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with Furret for Gen 2. Fire types. Slim pickings on these. But again, because I chose Mega Houndoom, so I can't really go back and choose Houndoom again. This is like kind of tough, these restrictions that I've put on. You know, maybe I will have to, let's see, what other gimmick forms were there? I guess we'll choose, well, what kind of electric types were there? Yeah, because if we chose Mareep or Raikou, well, yeah, because we're not doing legendaries, because that just makes it not fair. So if we did Mareep there, then we could just pick Mega Ampharos there, and that's fine. So now we have Houndoom. Okay, water types. Probably a Azumarill. Grass. Ugh. We said we weren't picking starters. I guess Jump Bluff for a non-starter. Ice type. Probably Sneasel. Fighting. Heracross. Poison. Crobat. Ground. Wooper. Yeah, Wooper. Flying. Skarmory. Because I think I just want to use Steelix for Steel. Psychic. They just have they just have all of the the unknowns. That should honestly just be one of these categories down here, is just what's your favorite unknown. I think I'll go with Espeon. Like, I don't want to like take the cheap way out and just pick pick all of the evolutions. But I can't really think of any other psychic types that I particularly care about from Gen 2. Unless maybe Girafarig. No, we'll say Espeon. Buggies. Oh, gotta go with the Shuckman. Shuckle, hands down. Rock. I guess Tyranitar. Like, of all of these, probably Tyranitar. Ghost. Well, we had so many different options that we could choose from there. Dragon. Again, so many different options that we could choose from. What is this? Skip the ad. Okay. Dark type. Oh my god, I've literally chosen everything already except for Umbreon. Yeah, because I've already done Sneasel, I've already done Houndoom, and I've already done Tyranitar, so I guess we'll just choose Umbreon. Steel. Steelix, and then Fairy. I guess if I had to... I guess we could do Togekiss. Or Togetic. Alright, so favorite of all of these... Honestly, it's going to be between Houndoom. I like Shuckle a lot. I think I got to go with Shuckle. All right, moving on to Gen 3. Let's see what we've got here. Normal. Normal type. I do like Castform. I do also like Swablu. I think of all of the normal types, I would have to go with Castform. Fire. I do like me the little turtle boy. Water. Lots of water to choose from. I liked Lotad. I think I have to go Milotic, though. Milotic was fantastic. Grass. I like Tropius. I feel like Tropius doesn't get enough love. Either Tropius or Lotad. I think I'm going to go with Tropius. Electric. We'll go Manectric on this one. Ice. You got to go with the little Spheal boy. Fighting. Ugh, gross. I guess Breloom. If I had to choose a non-starter, pick Breloom. Poison. Probably Seviper. Ground. Gotta go with my boy Flygon. Flygon is insane. Flying. Probably Ninjask. Oh boy, Psychic. Okay. Gardevoir is gonna be up there. Metagross is also gonna be up there. Oh yeah, I guess they did add the exclamation point and the question mark unknown. I think we'll have to go with let's cheat a little bit. Let's peek ahead and see what we have. Okay, so we can pick. Yeah, so we can pick Gardevoir for Fairy, which will allow us to pick Metagross for Psychic. It is kind of cheating though, but Bug. Well, we've already got Ninjask, so we'll pick Shedinja. Rock. I mean, I guess I could pick Aggron. That's gonna leave Slim Pickens for Steel, though. Ghost type. Probably Duskull. Dragon. Alright, I have a few dragons that I can choose from, but we probably have to go with Salamence. Because I picked, I mean, I've already got Mega Altaria, and I've already got Flygon. So yeah, so Salamence, Dark. Probably either Mighty Enya, Absol, or Sharpedo. I have to go with my gut on that one. Probably just Mighty Enya. And I guess I just go with, so you know what? We'll put this back the way that it should be. And we'll just pick Mawile as the Fairy. Had I not cheated and just stuck with what I went with, this is probably the order that I would have picked. I would have picked Gardevoir for Psychic, Metagross for Steel, and then I would have been left with that for Fairy. So, okay. Wow. Of all of the Gen 3 Pokemon, which of these is my favorite? Milotic is up there. Flygon is up there. Gardevoir. Ugh. I think I have to go with Milotic. Maybe. I feel like it's kind of cheap to pick the legendary as my favorite. I think I'm purposefully not gonna pick the legendary or the gimmick form or the starter. So these, all right, so new rule. These were just kind of just done for fun and also to make sure that there's no repeats in here. But when it comes to choosing the favorite, I'm also not going to consider them. Just because it just, again, it just seems unfair. There's like, I mean, they had their own category. So for like the all-time favorite, I think it makes sense to just stick with one of these that isn't chosen. With that being said, probably Gardevoir over Milotic, to be honest. It's close. It's very close, but I think Gardevoir. Gen 4. Gen 4 doesn't really have too much going for it. I do like Staraptor. Probably Staraptor. Fire types. Blech. I guess Rotom. And we're only going to pick one Rotom, which means I would rather have Rotom Heat than any of the other. I mean, Water, there's plenty of options to choose from. I always liked the design of Luminion, but it just was never that good. Probably Gastrodon. Like I said, if I had to pick grass types, Roserade is pretty cool. Leafeon is, I think I have to go with Leafeon. Electric. We're not going with any of the Rotoms. Probably Luxray. Ice type, Frostlass. Hands down. Didn't even have to think about that one. Poise. Oh, no, sorry. This is fighting. Fighting. Well, I already picked Mega Lucario, so I think I'm going to go with... I actually like Krogunk better than Toxicroak. I don't know. I like Krogunk. Poison. This one we will choose Roserade. Ground type. Let's see, we've already picked Garchomp for favorite pseudo legend, so we can't do that one. Can't do Torterra because that's a starter, I guess. Gliscor? If I had to pick. Is there a better pseudo legend? I mean, I could always pick Hydreigon as my pseudo legend, but we'll see. We'll see if we need to go back and make any changes. For now, we'll pick Gliscor. Flying. I think Vespiquen. Psychic. I'm going to go with Bronzong only because that was my first full odd shiny that I ever found in a game. It was in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl of all places. Buggies. What do we got for buggies? We don't got very many good buggies. Feels kind of cheap to pick Combee and Vespiquen. What do we have for flying again? Yeah, I guess we'll just have to pick Yanmega for bug. Rock. We don't have too many options. I think Bonsly is honestly my favorite out of all of those. Ghost is gonna be tough. Well, I've already got Frostlass. Honestly, actually, oh, because what do we have for Dark? Dark. Yeah, I don't care about any of those other ones. So yeah, so for Ghost, we're gonna pick Drifloon. Dragon. I guess we have to pick something. What dragon types do they have in Gen 5? Because those were the pseudo legends that it was a toss up between. Could also look and see what is the. All right, I guess if we had to, we could pick Goodra. We'll pick Goodra. No, honestly, these shouldn't matter that much, I don't think. It's difficult. It's really difficult to not do any repeats from down here. Yeah, we may just have to ignore this down here because when I go to do my favorite, it's not going to take into account any of these. So I don't think any of these would have changed regional form. So I guess that would be this instead. I think that's really the only thing that's changed so far. Favorite box art legendary. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have chosen. Yeah, but at the same time, we're not. Yeah, that one. Favorite mythical, which is not on there. Favorite Ultra Beast is not on there. Paradox. Gimmick forms, no. Pavilion. Favorite new Evo. Okay. So I think the only other things that would have been affected by this would be my choices here. Because I definitely like Scizor over Steelix. And Electric. I mean, Shuckle would still be my favorite. But I think that's a little bit more in tune. So for ground, I can put Garchomp. When I put Garchomp there. And yeah, I guess we just still keep Gliscor, unless there's a better water Pokemon that I could choose. You know what? We'll put Lumineon for water. And then for ground, we can put that. and then flying, and ghost, and dark. Is there any other ice types? I don't think there was. Nothing that I cared about. I'm just doing a little housekeeping here. Okay, I think, all right, so we're good with these now. And then dark, we got Spiritomb, Steel. Yeah, I mean, for gimmick forms, I guess I could just say Mega Gallade, so that way I can put Lucario for Steel. And then Fairy, we have Togekiss. Alright, so my favorite of all the Gen 4... probably, it's gonna be, oh my goodness, there's just so many good Pokemon. This is difficult. It's gonna be between Leafeon, Frostlass, and Drifloon. But I guess I gotta go with Frostlass on this one. Alright, Gen 5. Hopefully these start getting a little bit easier. None of these are really sticking out to me. I guess Braviary. Braviary is pretty cool. Fire types. We're gonna say Volcarona. Water. God, they did not give any good water types. Part of me kind of wants to say Ducklet. I'm gonna say Ducklet. I like Ducklet. Grass types. Either Amoonguss or Cottony, or I'm sorry, Whimsicott. We're gonna say Amoonguss. Let's see, what kind of poison types are we dealing with? Yeah, because we can say Garbodor for poison. Electric. Probably have to go with Galvantula. Ice type. Cryogonal, I guess. Fighting. God, this is just like, this was a horrible generation. I didn't like any of these. I guess Scraggy. Scrafty. Ground type. What type of ghosts do they have? Oh yeah, they have Chandelure. So, I guess Golurk. Flying. Have a little bit more options for flying here. Guess I'd say Archeops. Psychic. Yeah, there is just nothing. Nothing. I guess I have to say Reuniclus. Buggies. Buggies. Alright, so we've already got Galvantula. We've already got Volcarona. We gotta go with Crustle. We gotta go with the Crab Dad. I guess we'll pick the Turtle. Ghost, Chandelure. Dragon. We'll say Hydreigon. Dark. Ooh. Probably Liepard. If I had to pick, it'd be probably Liepard. Steel. Ferrothorn. Fairy. Whimsicott. Okay. Of all of the Gen 5, Volcarona is up there. Amoonguss is really just kind of only there because he's really good and competitive. Garbodor is a meme. Crustle is also sort of a meme. If I had to pick, I'd have to say it was like Volcarona, Hydreigon, or Liepard. I'm going to say Liepard. Say Liepard. All right. Moving on to Gen 6, normal types. Oh, they got all of the different Furfurus. And they got the Megas. We're not doing Megas, though. Heliolisk, maybe. It's going to be between Heliolisk and Pyro. We'll do Heliolisk. Fire types. Yep, we're going to pick a Talonflame. Water. Water doesn't give me very many options without choosing a gimmick, or I guess we'll do Skrelp. Ooh. Oh, why you gotta do this? I guess what I like Go-Goat. What other ghosts are there in this gen? Okay. I guess of my favorite ghost types, it's gonna be between Pumpkaboo and Go-Goat for grass. And then, yeah, so we're gonna go, I do like Go-Goat. Go-Goat's kind of cute. We're gonna go Pumpkaboo. Electric. Don't have very many options. I guess we'll just go Dedenne since we already picked Heliolisk. Or if we want to go Pyroar. Go Pyroar here and then we can go Heliolisk there. Ice. I don't remember what this one's called, but yeah, that thing. Fighting. Probably Pangoro. Poison. We'll pick Dragalge, and then we'll change water to... Yeah. I'm going to break my one rule for this, only because I don't like any of the other... I mean, there's literally two other ones, so I'm going to go with Greninja for this one. Ground type. I guess Zygarde. Flying. Oh, it's got all of the Pavilions. I guess Noivern. Psychic. This is difficult. This is becoming too hard. I don't like this anymore. I kind of like Esper. Bug. There was no bugs. It was literally just Pavilion. I guess we'll go Pavilion. Rock. We'll go that and Ghost. Trevenant. Dragon. I guess between these ones, I do like... So I'll put Hawlucha for flying. I do like Noivern over Goodra. Dark type. See, again, this is... What else do we have in this one? Pangoro. Hawlucha flying. Talonflame. What sort of fire do we have? There's just like nothing. What type of electric? So I guess if we went to Dene and we went... I'm just trying to get as many in here as we can. Heliolisk. This could be Pyroar. Flying could be Talonflame. Fighting could be Hawlucha. And then Dark could be Pangoro. That's really kind of the only way that I could do it. Steel type. I like Klefki. It's kind of funny. And then Fairy. Probably Sylveon. I hate to be that person, but I'm going to pick Sylveon. favorite out of all of these, it's going to be between Sylveon. I don't want to have too many evolutions on my team. I'm trying to think if there was any other Gen 1 Pokemon that I liked better than Vaporeon. And there isn't. So I think just out of principle, I'm not going to pick Sylveon. Which means that I'm going to pick Trevenant from Gen 6. Gen 7. Alright, this one should be quick and easy. For normal type, I think... I guess we'll just go with Beware. It's kind of creepy, but whatever. Salazzle for water. I do like... Oh, Mimikyute. Hell yeah. Grass. Delmise is also pretty cool. Serena. Probably Lurantis. Electric. Vikavolt. I'm thinking Vikavolt. Ice. Is there a different gimmick form that I could pick here so I can do Alolan Ninetales? I guess like Alolan Marowak is pretty cool. And then I can do Alolan Ninetales. Fighting. I'm not gonna pick Marshadow. Actually, yeah, whatever. That's the one mythical. I'm just starting. It's like getting to that point of the night where I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna break all my rules. Poison. Guess we'll go Toxapex for that one. Ground. I like Sandygast. Flying. Not many options for flying. Celesteela is pretty cool. Now we'll go Oricorio. Psychic. I don't want to do a Alolan Raichu because I already picked Raichu up here for electric, unless I wanted to change that to something else, but I don't. So, Psychic. I guess is Cosmog. We'll pick Cosmog. Bug. I like Ribombee. Rock. Lycanroc Dusk form. Specifically. Ghost. Huh. I wonder, well, let's see what other fairies there are. So we can actually... Interesting. Okay, so... For fighting... Now we're gonna do Mimikyu. Mimikyu is my favorite ghost. Let's not even try to deny ourselves that. I think I already picked Zygarde for something. I guess we'll do Turtonator. Dark. God, slim pickings. I guess we'll do Guzzlord. Steel type. Kartana, Fairy. Alright, so for Bug, if we actually go... We can go Golisopod for Bug, and then we can go Ribombee for Fairy. But, of course, out of all of these, sorry, but Mimikyu takes the case. Although Mimikyu is a very close second. Gen 8. I think I'm going to have to go with Hisui and Zorua. Fire. We're gonna go with Centiskorch on that one. Water. Yeah, there's just a bunch of weird Pokemon in Gen 7. The Cramorant eating the Pikachu. I almost want to pick that one. And I think I will. That one just made me laugh. Okay. Grass type. Honestly, I do like the idea of Electrode being grass type. That was kind of cool. Electric. Boltund is best. He's a good boy. So is Regieleki, but I think we'll go with Boltund for this one. Ice. Snom. Can't beat Snom. Fighting. Definitely Phalanx. Poison. I like Sneasler. Ground. I have to go with Sandaconda. Specifically the Gigantamax one. For reasons. Flying. We'll pick Corviknight for flying. Psychic. I like Hatterene. Bug. Orbeetle. Is there a better ice type? I don't think there was. No. Rock. Cleavor, I guess. Ghost. Oh, so many good ghost Pokemon. I think I have to go with Poltegeist, though. Poltegeist is hilarious. Dragon. We'll go Dragapult on that one. Dark. Grimmsnarl? Probably Grimmsnarl. Steel. I guess I like Duraludon. And then Fairy. Couple of different options here. Is there any other dark Pokemon that I prefer? I do actually kind of like Zarude. Is there a better... Because if we did... Or Obstagoon. Actually, I think I prefer Obstagoon. And then we can do... Is there a better psychic type? That's, I guess, a better question. And I think the answer is no, which means we'll just have Grimmsnarl as the fairy type. Overall favorite from Gen 8. This is kind of the Pokemon game that really got me back into... Oh, who is texting me? This is the Pokemon game that really got me back into... No, stop. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. Of all of the Gen 8, I would probably have to say... Like, I really want to say Hisuian Lilligant, but technically that wasn't... Sorry, somebody's blowing up my phone here. Okay. I want to say Hisuian Lilligant, but it was kind of just a regional variant, and I'm trying to keep regional variants out of like my favorite list. And again, also not legendaries. Dragapult, Hatterene, Phalanx. Blech. This is... I guess Dragapult. No, you know what? We'll do Hisuian Lilligant. Did I want Gardevoir? Was that really my favorite? Or was Flygon my favorite? Or Milotic? I like Flygon. I don't know. I feel like Gardevoir was just the easy answer. This is crazy. This is crazy difficult. Like, just aesthetically, like it's hard to really like pick something when you're thinking of like aesthetics versus utility, you know, because Milotic is just a really cool looking design. Flygon is also really cool. Yeah, I think Flygon is probably better. Okay, so Gen 9 normal types. We are gonna go with I liked Grafaiai, but let me see if there was anything better in poison. There's nothing better in poison, so that's where we'll put Grafaiai. So probably Tandemaus or Mousehold. Fire types. Don't know if I don't want to like choose like a bunch of Paradox Pokemon. I guess Ceruledge. Water type. I did like Palafin. Or Tatsugiri. Probably Palafin. I really liked the design. It was really interesting. Grass type. Oh, I want nothing more than to pick the grass cat, but I will I'm gonna go with Bramblegast. Electric. Nothing really standing out other than maybe like Palmy. Ice type. Yeah, I guess Baxcalibur if I had to choose. Fighting. Ooh, that's going to be between Flamigo. I think I have to go with Flamigo on that one. Well, let's see what other flying types there were. Yeah, there's... I mean, there's Iron Jugulus. I guess we would go Flamigo there. We can go Annihilate here. Grafaiai for poison. Toedscruel for ground. Question mark. I do like the Lady Gaga bird for psychic. Bug. I guess Relor or whatever. I don't know what the evolution was called. Garganical. Definitely. Ghost. Ghost. I guess if I had... I guess a Gimmighoul. Gimmighoul was kind of a cool ghost design. Dragon. I mean, I guess I'd pick Wandering Snake or whatever it was. Dark type. Probably King Gambit. And Steel, Tinkaton, and Fairy. We'll say Iron Valiant. For all of Gen 9... probably my favorite Pokemon. Aesthetically, I really like Grafaiai. Grafaiai is probably going to be the one to go. Or Iron Jugula. Yeah, we'll say Grafaiai. Grafaiai is really cool. I liked it a lot. All right. Now we are to the final stretch where we're going to now go through and we're going to pick favorites, and then we're going to pick an overall favorite, which I kind of already know what it's going to be, but well, you know, of course we'll have to... will it even... oh yeah, it lets me go through that way. All right, so favorite normal type out of all of the ones that have been picked, I would probably, if I had to choose for these, for all of these, I would choose, I don't know, I think I think Braviary is the coolest looking one. Of all of the fire types, it's going to be between Houndoom and Volcarona. And I think I go Houndoom. For all of the water types. And we're purposefully not going to pick evolutions for these, just because, especially if they've been picked over here. So I think for favorite water type, we're going to go Milotic. Favorite grass type. See, Pumpkaboo's got not even really a grass type. What other options did I have? Trevenant. Yeah, we'll say Go-Goat for there. And, I mean, we're still going to keep Trevenant for grass type, so... Go-Goat. Electric. Favorite electric out of all of the ones that have been picked? Probably Luxray. Favorite ice type? Probably going to be Frostlass. Favorite fighting type? Now, we're not going to pick Marshadow just because that's a mythical. Probably Machamp. Favorite poison type? Part of me wants to pick Grafaiai, but Grafaiai has already been picked over here. Oh, if we're going off of that basis, then yeah, we can't do Frostlass. We have to pick something different for... I guess Alolan Ninetales. Or Lapras. Lapras? Or Alolan Ninetales. We're gonna go Alolan Ninetales. Poison type. Unless there was a better Pokemon over here. Yeah, if we go... Yeah, because Iron Valiant, I think, is probably one of my favorite designs. So now we can do Grafaiai for poison. Ground type is definitely going to be Flygon. Flygon? Flygon. Flying type. Probably Gyarados. Psychic. Gardevoir. Oh no. Because we picked Flygon up there, so we can't pick Flygon here. Unless we pick something different. Wasn't there something else that was here that... No, we can't pick Milotic. Those are all my favorites. I think maybe I just have to throw that rule out the window, because I honestly can't think of anything else. Yeah, there's not really a better one. I think Flygon is the best. Bug type. Again, I think I have to go with my man Shuckle. Rock type. I like Tyranitar. Out of like all of these rock types, or Lycanroc. Actually, probably Lycanroc is a newer favorite of mine. Ghost type. Like out of principle, I kind of want to pick Mimikyu, but I think I have to go with Trevenant. If we're trying to avoid, in that case, so if we come back here to bug type, is there a better flying type that I could pick? And dragon types. And ground types. Yeah, so I think if we switch this to Altaria and this to Ninjask, then we can put Ninjask there. I still think Gyarados ends up taking the best flying type. Out of dragons, though, we're going to pick Garchomp. I mean, it's my favorite pseudo-legendary. Dark type. Honestly, out of all of these, probably... I really like Liepard. Liepard has really grown on me. Steel types, probably going to be Scizor. Fairy types. I'll allow myself one evolution because I picked Vaporeon up here. I will pick Sylveon down here. And then I guess again, if I had to choose between all of these, my favorite starter, just based off of the base forms, probably Torchic. Although Bulbasaur is... No, you know what? Sprigatito. No, Torchic. Favorite gimmick form? I guess Hisuian Lilligant. I still feel like it is kind of gimmicky to pick a gimmick form. Should probably pick Dragapult for that. Favorite legendary of all of these, I still really like that one. And then, of course, the Pisa Resistance. Does that take into account everything? Oh, it does. So it takes into account these ones and these ones. Interesting. So we could just make sure to not double up on these, right? Because, yeah, Hisuian Lilligant is there as well. So, yeah, so let's go back through some of these and try to make sure that we didn't pick. So Scizor is fine. Liepard, can we change it up here to something that's different dark wise? No, but we can... I guess we could put Hydreigon up there, and we can leave Liepard there. Garchomp is fine there. And Frostlass, Trevenant, and Mimikyu. Lycanroc is fine. Oh no, wait, we have Trevenant and Trevenant. Yeah, that's right, because we need to look there. So Scizor, Shuckle, Liepard, Hydreigon, Garchomp, Frostlass. So was there a better... There wasn't a better option there. So better ghost Pokemon. Better ghost Pokemon. I do like Duskull. Alright, Lycanroc is fine. Ninjask is fine. Gardevoir is fine. Gyarados is fine. So Flygon we will need to change. We could put Zygarde. Or again, we can change Flygon up here to Altaria. That way, because I do like Altaria. We can get Altaria up there. You little floofy boy. So that's fine. Grafaiai is fine. Machamp is my favorite fighting. No, I think I need to go with Phalanx for that one. Alolan Ninetales, I think, is fine for that one. Luxray is my favorite electric type, I guess. Let me go back through and just see. Yep, that's fine. Ampharos, I guess, is fine. or Mareep, Luxray, Galvantula, Dedenne, Vikavolt. I guess Vikavolt is probably more of a favorite than Luxray. Favorite grass type. I'll get Leafeon in there. Milotic, yes. Although Mimikyute is also okay, so we do Altaria and we put Milotic back over there. And then we can put Mimikyute here. Fire type Houndoom is still, I think, the best out of all of those. If I could find another way to get Volcarona somewhere in here, but I don't think I can. Because Volcarona is flying type also, I believe. Flying. No, it's fire bug. So I could put Volcarona instead of Ninjask. Or Houndoom can go in dark. But then Liepard can't go in dark. This is so difficult. I'm trying to just get all of my favorites in these two, like, rows and columns. Without any repeats. Because I don't like Umbreon. So I think if we did Houndoom there, we could choose a different fire type. Which there isn't, really. So that's why Houndoom was there. So we have to pick Umbreon. I guess I do like Liepard better than Hydreigon. So if we put Houndoom there, we can choose Houndoom here. And then fire type. Like, I guess... No, I mean, Houndoom is my favorite fire type out of all of those. So I guess I have to pick Umbreon, unless I pick Tyranitar. Tyranitar can go there. In which case, Shuckle can go there. And Forretress can go there. Is there a better steel type? No. Do Forretress. Tyranitar. This is dumb. There's no way for me to squeeze Volcarona in. And I think because of that, I just have to... I'm overthinking it at this point. We just need to go back to what we had before. But I think I will leave that way. And then Psychic, I guess we'll just... No. Yeah, we'll have to leave Psychic the way it is. I think these are fine. So yeah, I guess Volcarona just doesn't make the cut unless I pick Volcarona here over Hydreigon, which I think I may just do that instead. And Braviary is fine because that wasn't my favorite. Okay, so now all of this withstanding, we now have our list of pretty much all of my favorite Pokemon. Although I don't think Dragapult really makes the cut. I know I'm being like super picky about this. I think that's probably better. Duskull also doesn't really fit. I think Drifblim better than Duskull. So Vaporeon, Shuckle, Milotic, Frostlass, Volcarona, Trevenant, Mimikyu, Hatterene? Is there anything I like better than Hatterene? Is there anything that could be... Is there a better fighting type? Could put Marshadow. And then this could be Phalanx. This seems about right. I know Marshadow is a mythical. I'm gonna allow myself one mythical, but this... Let's see, any other psychics that are standing out? No, no other psychics. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty darn close to what I would say are probably my favorite Pokemon of just all time. So yeah, we've got, you know, Vaporeon, Shuckle, Milotic, Frostlass, Volcarona, Trevenant, Mimikyu, Phalanx, Iron Valiant, Braviary, Houndoom, Pyukumuku, Leafeon, Vikavolt, Alolan Ninetales, which I think that's also kind of cheating. Was there a better Gen 4 Pokemon that I could put there? Because I could put... what else? What else did I like from Gen 4? Lucario. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter because Mimikyu is going to be #1 always and forever. But no, it was a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be, and I'm sure there's a lot of hot takes. But I'm gonna... Can I download this image? Cool. This was interesting. There's still probably quite a few things. Like, if I was... I put a lot of restrictions on myself. And I think if I were to go back and do this, which I may do a revised version next week, or I may just start the stream with an updated version that includes repeats, I think that would give you a better inclination. Because there was some random ones that I had. Like, I had to choose, like, Heliolisk, you know, for normal types, where, you know, of all of these here, probably would be, like, Mega Pidgeot would be my favorite normal type. But I was excluding regional forms and variants and things from this section, since there was like a whole gimmick form section. So, yeah, I would definitely need to just kind of go through and like really rethink which ones I would want and care about. But excuse me, but this gives you a pretty good idea of my aesthetic and my vibe, and I don't know, this was a lot of fun. So I appreciate everybody that tuned in and hung out. I know it was kind of a little bit of a different stream tonight, as opposed to sitting and playing, you know, like Pokemon TCG. But I will definitely be back and doing that next week. We'll start the stream with an updated chart, just so that everybody can see, you know, when I like really put my mind to it. But I think we'll go back to playing some Pokemon TCG. So thank you guys again. For those of you that know, this is Mimikyute Guy Monday. I am the Mimikyute Guy, so you can find me on Instagram at the Mimikyute Guy. And then, of course, please, if you haven't dropped a follow, make sure to check out Unlimited Video Games on all their social media. So Instagram, TikTok. Check out their website. And again, if you're in the area, you know, come by the store. You know, there's a lot of great things. There's a lot of great people, including myself, of course. A little shameless plug there. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight.